how to use our vessels unto sanctification and honor. Meaning, we don't just run around because we're in our youth, we're pumped up, we're nice and strong, and we want to bet all the young girls down. It's not about that, man. It's not about that. We need to show our sisters how they need to represent themselves. We don't need to be making whores out of our sisters, out of our daughters, out of our mothers. We don't need to be doing that, man. We need to be lifting our sisters up. Just as Christ, through the Spirit of the Most High, is lifting us up. He's lifting us up. We need to lift our sisters up. So the scripture says, every one of us, all of you in general, all of you included, need to use your vessel unto honor, man. You need to learn how to use your vessel unto honor. Because you shouldn't, I mean, if you're 30, 40, 25, it don't even matter. If you're 18 years old, by now, these kids by now, 18 years old, these kids are the things their parents ain't even did. So you should have done enough to go off the will of the Gentiles. You should be satisfied. I mean, how many of you done caught venereal diseases running around out here? How many of you are locked up done did 10, 15 years from the age of 16 running around here doing whatever you want? All because of your own personal pleasures. Well, how many of you? Consider that. The scripture says, for the signs past actually that sufficed us to have wrought the will of the Gentiles. Meaning, we should have enough. Young boys, young girls don't know what they're doing. I remember my son came to me talking about he was in love at 14 years old. You don't know what love is. So what I did is, I took him on a little experiment. We walked up and down Dixon Avenue, and we asked everybody, all their adults, and many that would communicate with us, how many of them are still with their first love? The person they first laid down when they had intimacy with. Nobody answered, man. Nobody could answer. The point is, these young brothers and sisters just aimlessly running around, stroking, using their vessels to dishonor and not honor. They don't know that they're going to pay for it down the road, man. They don't know that. So the Lord is calling us to all of these things again.
2 Thessalonians 4:3.
Come on.
This is the will of the Most High.
This is the will of the Most High. Come on.
Even your sanctification.
Even your sanctification. This is your ticket in. This is your way in. This is your way out of the madness into salvation. Right here. Come on.
That you should abstain from fornication.
Abstain from fornication. A couple of weeks ago, we did an extensive breakdown on what fornication is. We go back to Leviticus. In the book of Leviticus, it goes to unlawful marriages and stuff like that. They got a whole list, man, of fornication. It's not just sleeping around without sincerity. It's sleeping with animals, sleeping with your brother's wife, or your sisters, brother's cousins. Check it out. It's Leviticus, what is it, Leviticus chapter 20. Read it for yourself. That's fornication. So the scripture says, abstain from fornication, man. This is your sanctification, man. Straight up. Read it.
1 Thessalonians 4:4. That every one of you should know how to possess his vessel in sanctification and honor.
Every one of us know how to use this vessel that we have, the body plus the tools that we run around with, and aimlessly stroking to honor and sanctification, man. To honor and sanctification, not for fornication, not for lasciviousness, not for wickedness, man. In times past in our life, we should have walked, that should have sufficed us when we walked with the Gentiles. Meaning that we should have done more than enough already, man. We've done more than enough already. We got Colossians 3:5. Come back. Read that down.
1 Thessalonians 4:5. Not in the lust of concupiscence,
right?
Even as the Gentiles which know not the Most High.
Even as the Gentiles. Even as the Gentiles. Now go back. Give me this verse. This 4 and 3. And I want to hold this. I want you to match them both up. Even as the Gentiles, man. The Gentiles don't know the Most High. It's the nation of Israel that knows the Most High. It's the nation of Israel that knows the Most High. Judah being the so-called Negroes, Benjamin being the West Indians, Levi being the Haitians, Simeon being the Dominicans, Zebulon being Guatemala and Panama, Ephraim, the Puerto Ricans, Manasseh, Cubans, Gad, the North American Indians, Reuben, the Seminole Indians down in the Everglades, Naphtali, the Argentina, the Chile, Asher, Colombia, Uruguay. Give me that Psalms 140 unto 149. The last 19 is it? Asher, Colombia, the Uruguay, and Issachar, the Mexicans. This will know the truth for the Most High. This is who the Most High gave his word to. He's going to pull it out right here. You got these two scriptures. 1 Peter 4 and 3.
1 Peter 4:3.
Right.
For the times past of our life may suffice us to have wrought the will of the Gentiles.
Meaning that we should have done enough in our lifetime already to suffice us. We shouldn't have to go out and look for any more madness to get into. We done did it. We done did it. How many times you young older brothers sit by and hear these young brothers talking like, man, y'all talking stupid, man. I done did that already. Yeah, now acknowledge that your whole life has been jacked up. Not just what the young boys is talking about. I'm talking about the things you've been into in your adulthood. You done did all that, man. It's enough. There's no need to go search out anything else, because what it's going to do is going to get you to fire, man. Fire and brimstone that's coming to America. The Most High is sending nuclear bombs here, man. And you want to escape? This is your sanctification here. Read it again and match it up for me.
1 Peter. You want the Thessalonians first?
1 Peter 4 and 3.
1 Peter 4 and 3. For the time past of our life may suffice us to have wrought the will of the Gentiles.
Right.
When we walked in lasciviousness, lust, excessive wine, revelings, banqueting, and abominable idolatry.
And abominable idolatry. Bring it back. And abominable is idolatry, man. So we should have enough of that. I know I did. This brother did, this brother did, next brothers. We had enough, man. And now we stepping up and trying to make a difference amongst our brothers, amongst our people. Right here. Read it.
Psalms 147:19.
Come on.
He showeth his word unto Jacob,
Right.
his statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
To these 12 tribes. These 12 tribes, he showed them to them. The other nations, the Gentiles, right, these 12 tribes make up one nation. But the other nations, the Caucasian, the Africans, the Chinese, the Japanese, they don't have it. They got to get it here. They got to get it here. All these tribes right here, they got to break down to the Most High, man. We got it. We going to lead the charge, man. We going to teach the other nations. That's what the Lord said. We going to sit in the kingdom of the Most High, judging the nations, man. Judging the nations. Why? Because that's the reward for us that turn back around, man. They're turning back around and come to the truth and sincerity to the Most High, man. We're going to judge the nation. We're going to teach the nation. They don't know. That's why we jacked up, because we followed them. We followed them. That's why we jacked up. To get it right, we will come back. Finish reading that.
Psalm 147:20.
Come on.
He hath not dealt so with any nation, and as for his judgments, they have not known them.
They don't know them. So come out of religion. Come out of religion, because they don't know the judgments of the Most High. They popping game, man. They popping game. In this Bible, it does not tell you to go be a religious person. In fact, let's understand that. In religion, the scripture said true religion is to visit the fatherless and the widow. That's true religion. It's not saying go and join some organization and get into some idolatrous worship. It's not talking about that. Come on, what you got?
1 Thessalonians 4 and 3.
Right.
But this is the will of the Most High,
Right.
even your sanctification, that you should abstain from fornication, that every one of you should know how to possess his vessel in sanctification and honor, not in the lust of concupiscence, even as the Gentiles which know not the Most High.
Not in excessive lust, man, or excessive lewdness, man. Like the Gentiles we just showed you. The Gentiles don't know it. The Gentiles are the other nation. Any nation that's not an Israelite. The Israelites are right here. The Negroes, the West Indians, the Haitians, the Dominicans, Guatemala, Panama, Puerto Rico, Cubans, North American Indians, Seminole Indians. I ran them.